my name's Fiona and welcome back to Crochet and Diamonds. In today's video we are going to be doing another part of the Crochet for Beginners series. In this video we're going to learn how to do corner to corner. So this is just a little swatch that I've worked up, or you could be doing something bigger and it could look like this. This one here is going to be a scarf. So let's put these samples to one side. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to use some scrap yarn that I have. This is some 4-weight yarn that I have, and you're going to want to be using the corresponding crochet hook. So for a 4-weight, you'll want a 5mm. If you was using a 3-weight, you'd want a 4. So we're going to take our yarn and we're going to start with a slip knot. You could make your slip knot in using whatever method you prefer. This is just the method I use. So like so, and now we have our slip knot. We're going to put that onto our hook like so. You don't want it too tight because otherwise you won't be able to maneuver it or work into the stitches. So to begin, we are going to chain 6. So 1. Now we've got 6 chains, but we're not going to be working into this side. We're going to be working into the back bumps. So working into the back bumps, we're going to skip the first 3, so 1, 2, 3, and we're going to work into the 4th one from the hook, and we're going to put in a double crochet. That's 1, and we've got 2 bumps left. We're going to put in another 2 double crochet. So we're going to put 1 double crochet into this stitch, and then we're going to put another double crochet into that final stitch we have, like so. So now we have something like this that we're working with, and then we're going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and we're going to repeat what we've just done. So we're going to work in the 4th chain from the hook, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to put in a double crochet. So that's 1 double crochet, and we're going to put in 1 in each of the last 2 stitches, like so. So that's our second double crochet, and we're going to put in 1 more in that last stitch. We're now going to have something that looks like this. We're going to turn the first block of stitches we made, like so. Then we're going to slip stitch into that chain. To slip stitch, we're going to put our hook through into that chain, grab the yarn, pull it through, and then we're going to pull it through the loop that's already on our hook, like so. So now we've joined the 2 blocks of stitches together. We're going to chain 3 this time, 3 not 6. So chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then into that chain space we're going to want to put in another 3 double crochet. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Now we started with this first block, and we've built up and added this second block on, and then we've got the third block, so we're up to 3 blocks now. Now we're going to turn our work like so, and we're going to chain 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and again we are going to work in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're going to put in a double crochet. So it's 1, and then we're going to put another double crochet in these last 2 stitches. So let's get that. So that's our second, and then we're going to put a 3rd into our final stitch, like so. And now we have another block of stitches that we need to join to our main piece of work. we're going to do what we did before. We're going to anchor it to this chain space. So we're going to anchor it using a slip stitch. So put your hook into that chain space, grab the yarn, pull through, and then pull through the loop that's already on your hook. And we're now going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. We've got our chain 3, and we're going to put 3 more double crochet into that chain space. So 1, 2 and 3. We're going to join our work together. We're going to slip stitch into that chain space like we have been doing. So there's our slip stitch. We've joined our work together. We're going to chain 3 again. 1, 2 and 3. And we're going to put 3 more double crochet into this chain space. So 1, 2 and 3. So this is what you should have now. So we started with 1, then we worked our way up to 2. Now we've gone up to 3. Each time you go up, you're going to be going up 1 block. So the next set row of blocks will be 4. Then you'll have 5, 6, 7 and so on until you get to the size you want. Because with corner to corner, how it works, you will continue to work like this, but obviously you're going to have this side that's like this. It's not going to look right. How it works is you keep doing what we've been doing until you get the width of the project you want. So that is what I've done here. I've kept working up and up. So I had 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, so on. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of 7 blocks. So I did 7 rows going up in this method, and that was the width of the project I wanted. But if you're doing a blanket, you're going to keep going until the sides, because both sides you'll notice are the same length. So once you've got the width of the project you want, that is when you would start decreasing, but we're not there yet. So let's just continue this sample. So we're going to do our next row. We're going to turn. We're going to chain 6, 4, 5 and 6. And as we've been doing, we're going to work in the 4th chain from the hook, and we're going to put in a double crochet like so. And we're going to put another double crochet in the last 2 stitches remaining. This will make our new block of stitches. Let's put our final one in. So here we have a new block of stitches, and we're going to want to attach that to the work we already have, and we're going to slip stitch it into that chain space like so. That's our new block joined. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. We're going to put 3 more double crochet into that chain space. There we go. So we've got our new block of stitches, and we're going to join it using a slip stitch as we've been doing. So we're going to chain 3 again. We're going to put 3 double crochet into this chain space, and we're going to join up this block of stitches to this. So we're going to slip stitch in that chain space. So we'll be having something that looks like this. We're going to chain 3 and put 3 more double crochet into that chain space. So as we're working, we're increasing a block each row. So we've done 1 block, then we went 2, 3, 4, and that is increasing the width of the project you're doing. So you'd carry on in the method that we have been doing. You would carry on building until you've got the width of the project you wanted. So if you wanted a scarf, you'd probably go to about here, and obviously a blanket, you're going to do that whatever size you want, whether it's a... But for the purposes of this tutorial, let's say that this is the width of the project we wanted. Now we need to fill in this negative space here. To do that, we're going to need to start decreasing. So to decrease, we're going to turn our work, we're going to chain 1 like so, and we're going to slip stitch into these. We're going to slip stitch into these tops of these 3 double crochet from the row we've just completed. So slip stitch, go into the stitch, grab the yarn and pull through the loop already on your hook. We're going to do that into each of the 3 stitches. And we're going to slip stitch into that chain space like so. We're going to chain 3 and we're going to put 3 double crochet into that chain space. We're going to join in that chain space with a slip stitch, and you'll see it's already starting to take shape. So we're going to chain 3, we'll put 3 double crochet in that chain space as we've been doing. So we need to put in another 2 double crochet, 2, and that's our 3rd. We're going to join this block of stitches to this rest of the work like we've been doing. We'll slip stitch to this chain space that anchors the work. We're going to chain 3, we're going to put 3 double crochet into this chain space as normal, and we're going to slip stitch into this chain space here. At this stage we are going to turn our work. We're going to leave this chain space unworked, so turn our work, chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch into the 3 stitches of the row we just completed. So that's 1 slip stitch, this is 2, that's 3. This is where we're making our edges. So these slip stitches will be making your edges on the negative side that we had. So, and then just slip stitch into that chain space, turn it, chain 3, put in 3 double crochet into that chain space. We're going to, now we've got our 3 double crochet, we're going to slip stitch into this chain space as we've been doing. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put 3 double crochet into this chain space. We're going to join our work and slip stitch into this chain space as we have been doing. So we have slip stitched into the chain space. We're going to turn our work, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch into the 3 stitches of the previous row. So it's 1 slip stitch, this is 2, 3 slip stitches, and then finally we're going to slip stitch into this chain space like so. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're just going to put 3 double crochet into this final chain space, 2, and 3, and then we're going to anchor our work as we've been doing throughout into that slip stitch, into that chain space should I say, grab the yarn and we're going to slip stitch, and then just to tie it off we're going to chain 1, and there we have, we've filled in the negative space we had. So we started from here, this is our tail, so we started with this first block, then we added a new row and did 2 blocks, we increased again and we had 3, and then we increased again and had 4, which would have gave us this, and we had this negative space here. And then to fill in that negative space we just started decreasing as we did, and that has given you a corner to corner. So corner to corner, because you work from 1 block, you increase until you get to the size that you want for the width of your project, and then you decrease until you get to one block again, just like this. And that is how you do corner to corner. I hope that you found this video useful. If you have, then please give this video a like. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, then please do click on that subscribe button down below, and then click onto the notifications bell. That way you'll get notified when I upload another video. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!